Yo, thanks for the sub. Hey, how's everybody doing? We'll be doing our race in just a bit here, folks. I'm just gonna run through some nuclear throne. Real quick. Real quick. With my boy YV. Viv. Pop for every shot. That's the handicap this time. I ain't doing that actually. Fuck that. Thanks for the sub. Hey, Pillian, what's up, man?
Need that throne.
Having a better night now. Whoa! Crossbow. Crossbow. Grenade launcher. Grenade launcher. Assault rifle's back. Oh! Didn't see that dude down there. I thought I was done. I'm gonna make sure I get that container. Right? Okay, these are awful, but we'll take patience. Load up twice. I'll take brap. Oh. Sledgehammer. Yo! That's a lot of boys. Freaking bandits everywhere, they're gonna kick my ass. I need healed. I need heal. Give me the heal. Yeah, second stomach is gonna heal me if I get one bag. Our tournament starts in 25 minutes, so... Well, the next race of it anyway. Obviously, it's pretty far in at this point, so... Hey, Grizzly, thanks for the sub, dude.
Hell yeah.
I can't believe it 1 health. What the fuck? Why is it so hard to get health all of a sudden? This game is supposed to drop health. It's supposed to drop health. Health, where's the health? I can't believe this. There we go. They're really wanting me to go to the pizza stores too. Where's that at? I gotta look for that. Because I'm doing that. I'm doing that, man. There it is. Laser brain. Give me some pizza. Delicious 4 health pizza. Tell you what needs to happen is that guy there needs to get away from that car there. Nice. Homing bolts, trigger fingers, hammerhead. Homing bolts. I like the triple machine gun a whole heck of a lot, but the golden shotgun would be fun. I'm not gonna take it though. Go. Max bullets. I'll take Rabbit's Paw. Gatling Slugger, wow. You know what? I'll use the triple for the rest of the stage and taking that Slugger. For sure. And for the rest of the stage, I mean as wastefully as I possibly can. Here I come. Trigger fingers. Back muscle. I'm planning on crossbows and lasers. Back muscle might actually be better than trigger fingers because the weapons I'll be using, but then again, with the BRAP, trigger fingers. I can't resist. If I kill a dude with the BRAP, I'll get all my time back. It's too powerful. Yeah, it's almost like I fired a regular crossbow bolt when I killed a dude with the BRAP, and I always will. I mean, it's a freaking homing crossbow bolt 4 times. There's no way. I also like impact risk, but not over those. Heavy revolver's nice. That would have been a really good gun, actually, to take. Gatling Slugger's better, though. Look at those trigger fingers at work. Wrecking machine, man. Okay. Yo. Not good. Things almost went south there. It's too early for it to go south, damn it. Definitely rhino skin with this build. Out of those. It's gonna make the other ones more powerful and keep me topped up. I'm not safe from explosions though. Wow, jeez. I can't believe that this is this hard with these guns. What is this? This is a loony bin, man. This is crazy. Knock it off! Hey! Holy crap! I've never had to work so hard in the labs in my life. An entire team of necromancers trying to take me out. Oh, I'm dead. Ah! That I almost dodged all that nonsense, but that cop spread was just too much. Oh well. Couldn't be helped. I was doing okay there, but man, that was really mean. And they didn't give me any health drops or nothing. 5e just left. He got tired of my nonsense. I can't believe those guns didn't pay off, dude. I should have been fine. That's crazy. That was mean. What was the problem there? Why did this game go berserk on me like that? And then the cops showing up anyway for no reason, right? Like... that was mean. I don't know about all that, dude. That was crazy. Oh, well, you see that nonsense? I'll tell you. It's time for me to get ready for this race, though, so... It was a good build. It was definitely a good build. But, didn't work out. That's okay. I don't usually have so much trouble. That was definitely harder than it usually is for some reason. Packs, we've got, yeah, it's good. Let me get these guys ready. So if you're in that group, you should check your Discord here in a bit and we'll get you ready to go. Let me open up all my stuff, see what the story is here. This is Group I. This would be Okay. This would be Mr. Player 6. Proton John. Subwoofer's Ice Cream. And Super Game Fighter. We'll be starting in like 10 minutes. It's gonna be a little while, folks, if you want to hang out. Hmm. I was just laughing at the Twitter tags. Hmm. I gotta see what animals these guys want. This is the last match of the night. We won't have another one until tomorrow night. And tomorrow night it's at 7. No, it's at 8 tomorrow night. 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Okay. And it looks like maybe Friday we'll have one. Yo! Thanks for the host. What's up, Loon? We're about to do the mystery tournament race of the night here. Mr. Player 6. Okay. Thanks for the shout out, Marathian. I always forget to do that. And Clawblade with the 2 years, dude. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the Dead Snail Club. Oh, yeah, Phylexis, you're not the only one who got screwed up by that, because that's definitely a thing that's going on. Is, Twitch subs. If you are subbed to a bunch of people, you want to check your twitch.tv/subscriptions and make sure they're still working, because they apparently canceled a bunch of those. Hate to see somebody lose their thing for somebody when they didn't know it. Yeah, our packs. Got some good ones, got some bad ones. It's their choice which one's which. I'll give them the Badgers, the Giraffe, the Pandas. Hey, Proton John, thanks for the host. And I need to get these guys' Twitches up here. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the unsub stuff. That's a problem that a couple people had. I don't know anything about that. Some people had trouble with it, some people didn't. I don't know. It just kind of did it. It's something that's happened. I've never heard of that kind of problem before. It's recent. Don't know. I don't know what's up with that. My stream level's at. And why is the font on my subskull so awful? What the fuck? That's a little better, I guess. Whoa, hey, thanks for the Patreon pledge. I'm just getting these guys set up. Panda Pack is one. Now I know what challenge to give them.
Hey.
Howdy.
Doing your randomizer thing?
I am.
Hell yeah.
We're all online waiting for them to get set up.
Who's playing tonight? John, Subwoofer Ice Cream, Mr. Player 6, Super Game Fighter.
That's right. I'll get that side stream on in a second.
Cool.
I think Tuesday wants to come as well.
Yeah, good man. Oh yeah, probably. I can ping him for you.
We'll be ready in a little bit here. I'm setting them up still. It'll be a little bit. I run through tech issues with these guys.
I'm pretty happy that Discord shows the voice icon now in the system tray.
It's pretty nice. I wish it worked on the taskbar tool that I have. It doesn't work very well on that because it has delay on it, but it works after a second or so. I'm not doing the randomizer LTTP because I didn't realize they were running key sanity. They're running at 11. They start the open, and I thought that was the other way around. I don't want to do key sanity against people who know how to run it. That would be just me losing and no fun. I wouldn't be able to compete.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd even want to do key sanity outside of a race context.
I'm Stalker with $15, man. Thanks a lot, dude. What's going on?
Happy early Christmas.
I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, man. Have a good that too. Yeah, it's Christmas time. That's right. Trying to get my side stream on here.
Yep. Hear music now, so I think your side stream is up. Nothing on it yet, though.
Let me see. Do you see? There. I think I fixed it.
Yep, you're good now.
Just wait on one player, and I can get the games list. Let me get that typed in here. It's about time for them to start.
Oh yeah, what are we playing this time?
Panda Pack. Oh my god. This is a bad pack. Well, it would be bad for me. We're doing an entire game. One of these is the entire game.
Entire game, jeez.
I think the entire game can be beaten in 20 minutes, apparently.
Marble Madness?
Well, I did think that, but that wasn't true. It's not that.
Actually, no, didn't you have Marble Madness in a pack earlier? Or
Yeah,
am
I did.
thinking of something?
It was most of it. But it wasn't the whole thing, and they still didn't really clear it. Not quite.
I mean, Mario, you could also do under 20 minutes if you're really good.
What is... Where are we at?
My side stream's up. We're setting up still.
AP?
Yep.
Huh.
And don't forget he's on the new domain, so it's arcadep.it.
No, I have that. It's just not coming
It's on
up.
number 5. I'm just on number 5.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
VRP.
you... Oh, why do you you do that? You killed me.
Well, I just don't move it off AP, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could do it now, though. I mean,
No worries. Let me know when we're live. I'm guessing we're already live, aren't we? Because yeah, you said you were starting earlier, right?
I was playing
cool.
Nuclear Throne. I got freaking jacked up, too.
Nice. Yeah, they did the final update not too long ago. I don't think there was too much changed in the final one, actually. It was like mostly some small balance stuff.
Yeah, it was. One of these guys doesn't know what he's doing. I'm trying to help him out. That's what I'm working on right now.
Oh no. Do try and get your stuff set up if you're doing a race. Get your stuff set up beforehand. Like do a test stream to Twitch, make sure it works, and then at that point you should just be pretty good to go.
Yep. These guys are doing the Panda Pack. I haven't told them what the games are yet, but I know what they are, and they suck. Well, they might not have too much trouble with them if they played them before. There are games that I think people know, more or less. Okay, he's close enough to correct that I can fix it myself here.
So who are the racers in this group?
We got Mr. Player 6, Proton John, Subwoofer's Ice Cream, and Super Game Fighter.
Nice.
We'll be starting soon, because it looks like the rest of them are ready to go. Okay, I've given them what they need. The pack is, Where's Waldo, the entire game, to start. And then it's Sonic 2 Oil Ocean 1 and 2, and then Ghouls and Ghosts Genesis. I gave them one stage to do. It's
not too bad, honestly.
I think it's stage 2. It might be stage 3. It's Proton John says, "Oh, what the fuck?" Enjoy Where's Waldo.
Where's Waldo? I'm guessing you mean the NES one, right? The
Yes.
Where's
Yeah.
Waldo? Good.
Where's Waldo on easy?
Yeah, that shouldn't take too long. There's only one part I can think of that might give him a bit of a delay. Two parts. The rest is easy. I just remembered another piece.
There's a maze. It's kind of nasty.
The maze is a little
right.
nasty, and there's one other thing I was thinking of in particular. If you did beat the whole game.
I did.
Okay. Well, I'll let it happen, and everyone can see it together.
Well, there might be a Waldo speedrunner. There was pretty good time. We just had a race where somebody finished in like 10.5 minutes, and that was pretty damn fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a speed run for pretty much every game. If not, somebody will eventually set a world record for it and start a community.
Oh, and especially funny goof games.
Yeah.
Like Where's Waldo and, Putt Putt Goes to the Zoo and all that.
Right, Where's Waldo is actually the first Bethesda game, one of the first.
very small window.
Hey, Pet Cat, thanks for the $5.
For reasons unrelated to gaming, I am feeling pumped tonight. Something
know what you
bad
mean.
happened to a terrible person.
Oh, you getting a little of the Schadenfreude? Schaden, yeah, that.
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude. Yep, you got it.
Schadenfreude. Yeah.
I don't know what you mean. I don't keep up with current events at all. Anyway, these guys are ready to go. Excuse me, this is a politics free stream. Thanks for the bits. Anyway, these guys look like they're ready, so.
You rat fuck. Amazing. Oh, fuck.
I just gotta get this this one guy on screen here. He's holding us up. That's all I'm waiting on is that one player.
It's gonna be harder to find Waldo. With all that stuff in the way.
You know, 2 out of 4 capturing properly. Not too bad. I've seen worse.
I have them making sure the states works.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so honestly, if you ask me which of these is going to be the biggest pain in the ass, my guess is Oil Ocean 1 and 2 is going to take a lot more time than people expect.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with Sonic 2, there's a lot of spots that just kind of stonewall you.
Oil Ocean has some real dick moves in it. Some real dick moves. Ghouls and Ghosts Genesis Stage 1 isn't too bad. If it was Super NES Stage 1, I'd be really mad at Smite. Because that would be getting through that, the overhead water section where you have to jump on platforms and like crouch at the right spots and stuff. And the back half of Stage 1 sucks so bad.
SNES Ghouls and Ghosts is basically 2 stages for Stage 1. Crazy.
Yeah. Like, Stage 1 and Stage 2, in my opinion, are far and away the hardest parts, except for maybe, like, the very end, or doing, you know, lap 2 of SNES Ghouls and Ghosts, but still, man, they're rough. Stage 1 in particular is just so mean. It's a weird example of a game that, like, super duper front-loaded its difficulty, like, real hard.
Might have to help him put the cheat code in because he's having trouble. People are having trouble with Genesis states, and I don't know why. Because I gave them everything they need.
Probably maybe they're not downloading the newest emulator and just using their old version of BizHawk and assuming it'll work, because that's 99% of the Genesis state errors from my experience, because I've had it happen to me, and I was like, oh right, need to update BizHawk. Because like the other states, I think the formats are just so well secured that unless they change core types, they'll be valid. For some reason, the Genesis emulation is never that way. You have to update BizHawk like every single time to keep up with states.
I'd hate to have to change
like,
packs on them. 2 people are having trouble.
Oh no.
Yeah, make sure they have the newest version of BizHawk. That would be my number one thing.
Modern science has yet to fully reverse engineer the blast processing.
Yeah, no one can figure out blast processing. It's almost like it doesn't exist. It's crazy. It's reverse engineering a ghost. I don't know exactly what this music is,
This killer
but
instinct.
Killer Instinct.
between it yelling, "It's a jungle brother" for a second, and hearing "Dino, it's a jungle" repeatedly in response to parts of the
Can we not
run.
find Waldo?
It's a jungle, brother. Hey, Flaming Rock.
Now I just have. Now I just have Dino. It's a jungle.
The jungle
Dino.
button.
It's a jungle. Like, God damn it. I'm just gonna have stupid Sonic and the Secret Rings music in my head all goddamn day now.
Killer Instinct is one of the first games that I think I remember seeing the soundtrack advertised for. That whole Killer Cut CD.
Like the new one, or you mean the old ones?
No, the very first one on Super Nintendo.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't see that. Nice.
Subscribe to Nintendo Power, you got it for free.
So Smite, the number one reason, by the way, that you need to play through Yakuza 0 and like get on that is so you can add the Yakuza 0 soundtrack to your game music rounds, because Yakuza 0 soundtrack is unbelievably good and would be so good for Arcade Pit. Oh man.
Yeah, one person had trouble before, and they told me how they fixed it, but I forget. Something happened. One of these players got it working. He's slowly telling us how. Well, it's working for 3 people. Was it you, Black Mage Knight? Did you fix this? How far are you in that game? You making it? Well, I think Black Mage Knight, whoever fixed it by using an old version, fixed it later too, like for real. And they told me.
Can that person just drag and make it load that way?
They're getting an error, yeah. Mr. Ugly, thanks for the sub. Well, if the states aren't working on Genesis, I could give them a different pack.
If you fixed it, though? Wait, if you fixed it, wait, whoa, why do they need save states for Ghouls and Ghosts?
Well, because I have the
like
Oil
Ocean,
Sonic.
Just type in the level select code.
Yeah,
though.
just put in the level select code. Yeah.
It wasn't stage 1 for Ghouls and Ghosts, but I wouldn't have a problem with them running stage 1.
Oh, okay.
It was
it's one stage, not stage 1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How did you fix it?
Stage 1 might be a fine enough challenge.
I guess I wasn't clear on how important that information would be to me right now. If you know how to fix this, please let me know. That'd be extremely valuable at this point in time. They're getting an error message when they load the state.
What is the error message?
Oh,
and are they sure they have the newest version of BizHawk? Because I swear to God.
I gave them all mine. Yeah, I'll send it to you, Extreme Zero.
Like you gave them your version with no touches, like you didn't touch the cores or anything.
Yeah, they should have what I used
like,
to make these.
Here's the pack. Run this from this pack. Do not use a different emulator.
Hmm.
It's a memory check failed, kind of like the state's corrupt kind of thing.
Yeah, can you send it to me? I want to run some tests real quick.
Yeah. Just try and load up the old Sonic here.
Yeah, I'll run it from an older version and then on a newer version.
Well, it definitely won't work on an older version. It should be on the one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I want to check exactly what errors it gives so I can compare to the person who is having it. Gonna intentionally goof it up.
Get to swap ROM directories, that's weird. Well, version 1.11 is really old. Got these guys working on my race bot too. Slowly, but surely. Steadily. How do you do that? I need to give these guys very specific directions if you know how to fix that error. Well, I'm gonna give them a couple more minutes, and I'm just gonna give them the cheat code for Sonic 2, and I'll just have them play Ghouls and Ghosts Stage 1.
If it's load state error, then that, like when I drag and drop on an older version, it just gives me a load state error at the bottom. And then like won't even accept it, won't even let me drag it over it. Just
They get a
refuses
pop-up
entirely.
yelling at them about something or other.
Okay, yeah, I don't get that.
John's just running through Ninja Gaiden real quick.
No, that still wears well though.
That's a pretty classic John move, for what it's worth.
Oh
Just
yeah,
gonna casually play through this.
the prereqs might be it. Yeah, you're right. I better. I wonder if that would cause a problem. I guess it could.
Yeah, I just got load state error on the very old version of it. Works.
Is there more than one Genesis core? I don't even think there is. In the one I use. Let me see. I get Gen plus GX no matter what.
Oh yeah, no, Gen plus GS that's what launched on every version of this I've run. And yeah, as soon as I switched to Genesis or BizHawk 2.2, it immediately worked. No problem. Yeah, just click them. Have them click and drag help to about. I really just want to be sure I'm dying, because if that's it, it would suck.
Really? It doesn't work on that version? That's weird. Why not?
Wait, it doesn't work on what version? What?
Extreme Zero says his doesn't work. Let me see something.
Mine works on 2.2. If people are up to like downloading the newest version of BizHawk instead of the arcade pit one, maybe that.
Did they change Genesis core in the new version that these guys got? Oh man.
I have no idea.
Doubt it.
Yeah, that would make no sense.
That's always been the idea that you can have multiple cores in case you don't like one core, but I don't see why that would just change the default out of nowhere.
Yeah, 2.2. So that's the one they should have, unless they updated to a new one.
It's
Again,
it's
just
2.2.0 and not 2.2.1, which could be important. They run
Again,
at
just have them drag
2.2.1.
help and click about. Who is it who's having trouble, by the way? I'm guessing it's Mr. Player 6.
Two of them are. Mr. Player 6 is having trouble just capturing it. I think only John has the right version of this thing. Well, let me get them that. It's an interesting problem.
This Panda Pack is getting worse and worse.
Did I
haven't
give
even
them
started
version 2.21? I don't think I did. I don't know where they got that.
Have they confirmed what version they have?
Yeah, they're on 0.1, which apparently is a Genesis score change.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work.
Yeah, and that's
apparently.
not the AP version, yeah.
Look at this speed run over here.
Managing to clear the first 3 stages of Ninja Gaiden in 0 seconds. Incredible.
Well, go to my link in the Racing Chat Extreme Zero. You'll find my tourney page with the details for setup. Can you make sure that's the right version? I guess maybe I'm hoping these guys just went to the website and got it, and I didn't do it.
Yeah, where is that? I don't even know where that page is.
It's pinned. Yeah, I don't think I ever updated to 0.1. I don't know why I would. So,
I'm downloading it right now. It just says 2.2.
two of these guys are ready. That's half.
That's a winning group. If worse comes to worse, we have 2 winners. You launched the game. Congratulations. Move on.
You did it.
I'm glad I made them check the
Congratulations.
states first.
Let me run this here.
Ghouls and Ghosts should drop you in the middle of some stage.
Yeah, the one in the pack is 2.2. The X64 version of 2.2. I can give the commit number if you need it.
We got Christmas ads.
Pretty nice porch.
It'll last all year. There's some huge Waldo over there on the left. Huge Waldo.
I found him. There he is.
Yep, I just checked
Alright.
it. The ones from the page, they just downloaded it off the BizHawk page or something, because, yeah, the version in there absolutely works. I just extracted it to its own drive and stuff and made sure it broke all associations with the old stuff.
Okay, so
It runs just fine if you extract it to its own folder, if you just extract the whole 7-zip and run it from there.
Yeah, you got to use the version that Smite sends you. Don't try
Gotta
and use a different
use
one.
the one on the instructions page.
Even
And
if
not
it's just
free
like a
wallet.
single version off and it's just changed like a single string of text in the help file, use that one that Smite sent you. Because we know we tested it, it works.
Please do that. Please. I'm grabbing another drink.
Trying to get subwoofers back online here. Network error, what the? What does that even mean, Twitch? Hey.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
They
know.
really
I don't know
want
why
you to
people
work
would have
in
gone
the
to BizHawk instead of mine. Or the link was right there.
And yeah, no, if they're on the wrong version, they're just, it doesn't matter what the prereqs are at all.
That's weird.
Mhm.
I can't believe that happened to more than one person. Well, I'm just waiting on subwoofers to come back online now and for these guys to check. Player 6 says he's good. I'll take his word for it.
Yep. If you mess up during the race, that's time off of you. Gotta make sure all your shit is running beforehand.
Ninja gotten beaten
Has
already?
John ever considered speedrunning Ninja Gaiden at any point? It'd be fun to watch. I'd never speedrun that game.
I know a couple people who do.
Oh yeah, doesn't, and I don't mean this in a mean way, I mean like it's just a really identifying feature. Doesn't Cowboy Hat Runner do it? Okay,
That's
yeah.
what I was gonna say.
Is that
Cowboy,
Reeves?
Arcus.
Arcus, that's Arcus. God, yeah. I'm really bad at names.
He has an emote of him with a big grin on with his cowboy hat, and I've never seen him make that grin in my life, but his emote kicks ass. It's grinning cowboy.
We got any Arcus subs in the chat that can post that emote? I'm curious now.
I can pull it off Twitch emotes. Let me see. Yeah, here you go. Click that link, you'll see a variety of cowboy emotes that all kick ass. Not a one of them is bad.
Cowboy emotes. In the year 2017, we're making cowboy emotes. I like the one of him behind the cactus. Really good. Howdy, partner.
Gonna get Arcus more subs than me on my broadcast here. Everybody go sub to Arcus.
Alright, how's Subwoofer's online?
I'm waiting for him. He went offline to fix his thing. I'm waiting for him to come back online.
Yeah. Another thing I would recommend for anybody who might be watching and hasn't raced yet, just keep like a separate directory for all the arcade pit stuff or the race stuff.
Yeah.
Like all your BizHawk stuff, just keep it completely separate. Don't let them interact.
I literally have a folder on a separate drive called Arcade Pit where I just only keep Arcade Pit stuff.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Because if it's keeping directory listings or file locations from your other installation, you don't want that to happen if there's mismatches.
It doesn't seem like that's the case here, though, since one person, their stuff was resolved as soon as they went and got the right one.
It's just good practice in general.
Yeah, for sure.
They're ready. We're 30 minutes late, but that's okay. because we're gonna get this
Take
sucker
your
done,
time.
and it's not gonna be that bad.
Yeah.
Okay, we got one player ready, two player ready. I think Subwoofers is just making sure his thing's working. I do have 8 more games to go after this, and then we're gonna see how I'm gonna do a. God, it's gonna be. There's 84 people in this. Up to 42 of them at once for that final spot is the idea. I guess it's actually gonna
Yeah,
be
that's right.
38. Yeah, it would be 38 people, something like that. At once, maybe at the most, competing for one spot. And it's just, I have one spot for them to get back in. Just one person.
How
didn't show
badly
up.
do you want to win? Or at least get another shot. Where's Waldo?
They're all ready. I'm gonna make sure they know what they're doing here just one last time.
Hopefully
think,
shouldn't be timing out on Waldo.
I think Where's Waldo has a. It gets impatient and resets. 3,
Yeah. Yeah.
2, 1, go. This game sucks. I don't know what to say about it. Find Waldo sometimes do other junk. There's nothing good going on
Yeah.
in this.
I'll be honest. The Finding Waldo bit isn't great, but the mini games are where this is really gonna shine.
And the Waldo is randomized for each player, right?
It is random. It's a random game.
So the key here is going to be knowing the Waldo locations if you played this game before, and if not, re-identifying the Waldo. John and Subwoofer is already on. Oh no, John's on the cave, Subwoofer's on the forest.
Super Game Fighters buttons weren't bound, I guess. It took 30 seconds, and I have to penalize him for that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's on you. Make sure your controls work. John wasting
Oh
no
god,
time.
for a sec- At one point, John's cursor just like slid down really fast and then stopped, and I was just like, my god. He's the one.
The Waldo Maniac.
Just fucking sees the ones and zeros and just rockets
see
right to
him.
Waldo.
So, finding Waldo in that time limit up there, if they don't beat the entire game before it runs out, they're done. That's what easy really does for them. It does do other things, but that's the main thing. That doesn't drain so fast. There's one place where it does drain pretty fast in the subway where we're going too
maze.
soon. There it is. Subway time. This place sucks ass. There's not anything good about this level design.
Yep.
You have to get the things and then leave the stage after you get them, and the wizard will drain your health while you do it. Your health being the timer. I don't think anyone will game over in Waldo, though. You'd have to be really bad video games for that to happen.
Player 6 is having a real hard time with the train station, apparently.
Yeah, it seems to be burning out all their time trying to brute force it.
Like, at this
Yeah,
point, you'd be
you-
better off just restarting.
Oh, yeah, that could happen.
You can't brute force Waldo. Do not
forgot.
brute force Waldo.
I forgot how bad it penalizes you for being wrong. Yeah, that's the only way you could game over. You're not gonna.
I want to say it's
naturally-
like 10 seconds or something each misclick, and you only get like 999 or something.
John has played this before. Well, that you know what? That's a big surprise. I mean, I thought
A lot of people have played it.
What game am I gonna find that he hasn't played? Because I bet he's played all 3 of these.
Ooh,
Probably.
John touched the wizard. Lost some time. He's out of the subway.
John and Game Fighter pretty close together, actually.
Yeah, for starting
Yeah,
30
I
seconds
played
late,
this.
Game Fighter is actually the superior Waldo boy here.
Yeah, I don't know if playing in advance is really going to help you that much, especially because, well, the ending, I do believe it's the launch pad.
Let's
And
launch
here
pad.
it is, folks. The slot machine. Good luck. Don't
You should've
game
done the-
over before you win.
Should've done the fast one first, my man. Oh no. Oh, we got a Dracula.
2 Waldos and a Dracula doesn't launch a rocket these days, I'm afraid.
Mm-mm.
Does it have to be Waldo across the board?
I think so. I do believe it has to be 3 Waldos.
Why did NASA build this?
Oh no, everybody is game overed apparently, except for John. They're all back to the train station.
Oh no, what happened? Did Super Game Fighter get caught on a wizard?
Probably got all his life drained by the wizard, yeah. He hates it.
Classic. Never touch a wizard, only harm them.
Always try to kill the wizard every time you see him.
Touch every booty.
That's right. And John is on the moon now.
And John has succeeded, I believe. That's the end of the game, isn't it?
Find
I think
Waldo
so.
on the moon.
I do believe that's it. I think John's done it. Credits should start rolling immediately for all of Bethesda. It's weird. The credits are like 6.5 hours long. It's really not great.
Yeah, that's it. He's got his thermometer
it.
there. Thermometer of success.
And John can move on. And
Well,
move
that's
right
pretty
on to
good
Oil
thermometer.
Ocean 1 and 2. What a treat for my good friend John.
It looks like your temperature is victorious.
Well, I just realized Player 6 and subwoofers don't have a timer on their screen.
Yeah, Player 6 is not familiar with OBS.
We're gonna have to take manual notes then.
If it comes down to that for sure.
They've got about 25 more minutes for Waldo, or sorry, 15 more minutes for Waldo.
15. Yep. And John just tearing ahead.
They
Get
got
Oil
like
Ocean.
6 more weeks of Voldo.
He saw.
Depends on if he sees his shadow. Damn it.
If his shadow sees Voldo.
Subwoofer making up a lot of good time though, both on the subway with Super Game Fighter.
Depends on if Waldo sees. Damn it!
Gotta stay the hell away from that wizard. No, Game Fighter, you gotta get the Waldo, you gotta get the sunglasses. You gotta not touch the wizard. Player 6 is just struggling with the forest here, the first few stages. It'll be a rough run of the rest of the game if they're having this much trouble early on.
The players are meeting their maker with this stupid subway section here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not really observant, you might not realize what you're actually trying to do. I know the first time I was going through this blind, it took me a couple seconds to realize a wizard was killing me, and I was not supposed to touch the wizard. Because I was trying to harm the wizard, as you do.
Yeah. Game Fighter has
Another game
unfortunately
over
been
for Super Game Fighter. I
destroyed
think
by a
he
wizard.
Touched by a wizard. Don't let it happen, folks.
Sucks. Yeah, Player 6 also opting to restart just now, clearing the train station again.
John moving through Oil Ocean 1 at a pretty reasonable clip.
Subwoofer's getting murdered by the wizard. Got 6 life left. It's not gonna happen.
Ooh, it's not gonna happen. Because you still got to do the slot machine afterwards, and
Yeah, even at this pace, John can just take his time. Got plenty of round on the other.
I mean,
players here.
honestly, at this point, probably the most detrimental thing John could do is rush.
Yeah.
To say his lead is healthy is probably an understatement. It might end up being a full 10 to 15 minute lead. Which I feel like is deciding as long as he doesn't have like super huge ghouls and ghost problems. Because Sonic's a game that it's hard if you try and go incredibly fast, and it's pretty easy if you take your time.
Yeah, the Oil Ocean isn't that bad. It's just a slog. It's just the worst
Gotta take
stage I
your
can
time.
think of. It's the worst one I know.
There's a lot of spikes and there's a lot of places to get trapped, so you have to be on the lookout for that. There's so many places, like right there, John almost just got dropped under that bumper trick and then hit the spike behind it and then almost got hit by the... Yeah, there's parts like this that are just really rude and people remember.
You thought you were gonna go fast in a Sonic game?
No,
You having a
not
laugh?
today, friend.
Now, Ghouls and Ghosts, that's level 2. I feel like level 1 is always the hardest thing, but it's Ghouls and Ghosts in the
Yeah,
Genesis.
level 2 is definitely easier than level 1, even on the Genesis, because level 1 is like... They always do a bunch of the infinite spawning stuff on those first few levels, and it's always really rude. Like, I think stage 2 of SNES Ghouls and Ghosts does it too, with like the ghosts, but I don't remember if those are infinitely spawning or just location based.
I
Like
want
the
to say
ghosts
they're
on the
infinite.
pirate ship. They might be infinite, but they're a little less overt. Yeah, and then there's dick moves like this that John's dealing with.
Yeah.
The stage I
Mr.
picked
Player
for Ghouls and
6 back
Ghosts,
on the wizard.
They have the sword, which is a short range melee weapon, but it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty weird for Ghouls and
Well,
Ghosts game. First one to have it.
It blocks bullets and is very, very fast, if I remember right. Maybe like high damage too.
It's pretty solid. It's just a sword. You won't be able to throw it, so that's the weird thing. Ghouls and Ghosts, you're used to throwing javelins,
Mm-hmm.
throwing lances across the
Player
screen.
6 just needs to get the glasses now, but they still got the wizard, and they're only down to 100 seconds. I don't think it's going to happen for them. Not unless they get really good with the slots.
All three players just really struggling to deal with this.
Oh,
Subway
get off the wizard! Then why do they just sit there? No, Super Game Fighter. What the?
I think they haven't caught that. That's why they're dying.
Well, surely
Is to the
that's
wizard.
Surely. I mean, it doesn't make
Yeah,
any
you
sense.
have to
because
catch it at that point, right?
It looks
like,
exactly
that's-
like the items, but like seriously.
But it's pretty obvious when you're at like 700 health and then the game ends because you were sitting on an icon. Maybe, in fact, that's what did you in.
This game needs an alarm on the screen, like rogue kind of alert, like wizards touching
Yeah.
you, you're dying.
Beware, wizard engaged.
If it were like-
Gauntlet had a voice that screamed at you.
If it were like NetHack, the chat log would just be flooding with damage numbers.
Now moving on to Oil Ocean Boss.
Oh god, after the fucking Sonic Mania version of this thing, this is a welcome and joyous change.
Congrats to the wizard for moving on to the
I'm
next
trying to
round
jump
of
the
the
gun a
tourney.
little bit.
Thanks for the sub.
Ooh, John losing both of his rings, and that is, yep, that's a death.
Like I said, just gotta take your time. No need to rush the bosses.
He's got a couple of lives. I mean, one thing you always have to consider too is generally when folks are doing races like this, you know, they don't know how far ahead or behind they are from the rest of the group, unless the group is talking.
Well, we're on the slots. Subwoofers.
Ooh, 600 seconds, that's a pretty good chance for it.
Yeah, probably we'll move on.
Gotta do the fast one first. That's the only way to do this, unless it
That's the
seems
trick,
like
yeah.
when John won, none of his were fast, so that's random too. Like it gives you a break once in a while. But he got the fast one without any trouble. Slot master. It's finished. Subwoofers can move on.
Nice.
Wow.
And finally, after 100 years, someone else has found Waldo.
I'm glad
Give
that
us
beating the entirety of Waldo isn't that tall of a task. It's only taken 12 minutes for somebody who's never played it before, apparently, to figure it out.
I mean, it is a game for literal children. It is Where's Waldo. It is based on a book where you look at it and find a part of the picture. It's not a very high-level task they're asking in Where's Waldo, except for solving you shouldn't touch the wizard.
This game has less content than a preview of one of the books would have.
Yeah.
Right.
That game has less content than like the backer beta for like Indivisible, like anything like that.
Like, if all you had was the binder for the book, like the cover has more content, has more Waldo action than this game.
All right, and I think John's realizing it's better to play it safe at this point.
Oh, Game Fighter again getting murdered by the wizard.
Oh gosh.
He's
You know what?
brutal.
It's probably race stress, honestly, or like tournament stress. You know, when you're
Yeah.
worried because you know you're in a competition, sometimes you make really silly mistakes.
Yep.
So I could see that being it. Mr. Player 6, did Mr. Player 6 finish at any point?
They probably just skipping ahead to intentionally take the time penalty.
Oh, okay. Is that allowed? You can just say plus whatever minutes.
Yes, you could just say
Yep, you
fuck
can just
it and
take a
move.
full 20 minutes
Okay.
just to keep yourself from getting tilted at a game if you think that it's not going to go anywhere.
Haven't seen it too
Yeah,
much
that's
because
fair.
20 minutes is much less time to put in.
It's a big
In the
penalty.
event of a competitive emergency, like getting tilted at Where's Waldo, you have that outlet.
Happens to the best of us.
That's why we won the
All right.
Olympics. Those guys couldn't handle the stress of Where's
Um,
Waldo before the big race.
I mean, John just has to beat this in what, like 6 minutes, and he's just guaranteed a spot because he's done it in under 20.
The only way he could lose at this point is if someone else finishes the game and if someone else gets through the other games before he finishes this still.
Before he does, which is a pretty big ask.
Yeah, at this point, because they still have Oil Oceans. You can't go that fast. There's limitations here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's got a 7-minute buffer over Mr. Player 6 as well, so don't forget that.
We've seen some big comebacks though. Like if John turns out to be the worst Ghouls and Ghosts
True.
player, we've had it come down to just the final game.
It's true.
Yeah, the
John
salamander
could-
race was really big.
John could be a giant idiot.
As he running through the lava field naked, what a moron. What a fool.
What a buffoon. Way to go, Proton John. Nice playing, chump.
Oh, looks like you're an
Nice.
old man.
So it doesn't melt.
Ooh, smoked by a wizard. What did I tell you about the wizard?
Should have renamed this the Wizard Pack. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to do with pandas.
Ooh, John taking a hit from an enemy off screen shooting a projectile before he could fix he jump. That'll happen.
Launch pad for Super Game Fighter? No, he's got the castle first. That's an easy one. The castle lasted about as long as it took me to figure out what stage he was on. Alright. Time for the slot machine. Super Game Fighter, last one on Waldo. Technically it would be third to finish it though, because 16 minutes is still a league better than 20.
Yeah, that's still a 4-minute buffer.
Subwoofer clearing up Act 1. Got 4 lives for Act 2, pretty good buffer.
I don't know if the chest is a wizard every time or if it's random. I don't know what the chest logic is in this game.
I believe if it's like the SNES one, it is actually a set order. It's not by placement, but it's like there's a script it rolls through when you're opening the chest. Like the first one will be this, the second one will be a wizard, the next one will be points, next one will be points, and then the one after that will be like another piece of armor, stuff like that.
If you're
Yeah.
missing armor, it's very, very likely to be armor, is what I've found in these games.
Yep. Getting the armor upgrades is the tougher part, particularly going from I want to say it's moon to gold is pretty.
The green to
pretty
gold
rare.
armor is huge because you get a full screen attack with the gold armor.
So
Oh,
Super
yeah, I mean,
Game
gold
Fighter
armor,
is trapped on the slots.
Basically, as long as you're not using arrows, I believe it is, that just gives you the. I think it's arrows that just gives you the search that shows you where bonus points are. if I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So don't use
But
that one.
You can still uncover those by double jumping anyway, so.
Dang,
you don't need that.
John got a dog dunk. It's all right. He's making progress, learning it, getting a feel for it. And oh yeah, right. He respawns right at dog. Nice.
We might have ourselves a Waldo. We got ourselves a Waldo. All right, that's everybody.
Hey!
Well, it's Waldo. That's
Waldo.
that's a 2-minute lead.
Yep.
Not bad.
About 2 minutes. In third place.
And I think
Take a
John is
key.
done. John is in fact done. We have our first place.
Player 6 said, "This is the hardest game on the planet. I'm taking the 20 smite on Waldo." I understand.
Where is he?
I don't believe in
Where
Waldo.
the hell is Waldo?
Why is Waldo
Wait.
plagued with wizards?
Was
is
John just
finished.
running 2 separate emulators and he just tabbed out to do the race? Alright, well, back to Ninja Gaiden.
Actually, he was doing dual
I mean-
inputs on Ninja Gaiden and the race games at the same time. You wouldn't believe. But it's true.
Hmm.
And still winning both.
Well, at this point, it's a battle for second, and most people are on Oil Ocean.
Yep. We got the dock
Game
6
Fighter
minutes
just-
off player 6. Everyone else is in real time here.
Super Game Fighter, I do not believe has their Genesis controller mapped. If I was a gambling man,
Well, he didn't have his NES mapped either.
as to
so-
why they have not started. Okay, yeah, so that's it then.
Yep.
Take care of these things in advance, folks.
It's a good idea. I mean, Proton John did make it far, but he didn't win. I did find some games he hadn't played before, some pieces of real trash that not even Proton John had played, and he lost to somebody. It was Ivy that won.
I feel bad that John has that issue now, where if he ever enters like a mystery game tournament or like a Cusa Grande or something like that, he has to get like severe drags because he's already played through a bunch of that. Like I had the same thing happen during Tusa Grande, and I can confirm it was very upsetting. Being like, I already played Ren and Stimpy, race through time. It's like, okay, well now you get to play Curse of Atlantis or some shit, and it's like, what is this?
It's basically, what unlicensed games can we give John?
Exactly. Yeah, that's.
And even then,
you
he's
start,
probably played a bunch of them.
Yeah, you start getting into like all the weird variations by Wisdom Tree and all their definitely
Yeah.
not Wisdom Tree nudge nudge wink wink games. Yeah.
Color Dreams. We have no relation to Wisdom Tree. I don't know what you're talking about. We just all have the same employees. 2 jobs.
Man, is he still setting up controls? I don't understand what he's doing.
Stopped his timer too and reset it, which I'm not sure.
Shouldn't have done that.
I kind of
Why
feel,
that is.
like, once you've changed over, you start your timer again.
Yeah, I mean, if
Yeah,
you're
I
just
don't
sitting
know
there, your
why-
timer's good.
That
I'll
is
have to
still
go to the
technically
footage if
working
that
towards your
becomes an
20.
Like,
Okay,
yeah,
they
if you
restarted
show
it.
up at the race and your first step, you fall over and break your leg.
You start
That
the race.
still counts. You don't get
You start
to
the race and then
restart.
start tying your shoes. Well, no, they are supposed to be doing their own time. We just have access to the tapes if we need to go and review footage.
Yeah, we can verify if it's really close or someone does something real, weird.
It's just much less work for us because that way we have all the timers on screen. We know exactly when a run has ended and started. I've been on this level select screen for like 3 minutes now. What's going on?
He's trying to fix his controller, that's what he said.
Have
Yeah,
a
I'm
backup.
seeing
Use your keyboard if
seeing
you have
some
to.
I'm seeing some setting pop-ups, and we're off to the races? Okay, and
Yeah.
Super Game Fighter has begun.
I think
Subwoofers
Sonic,
is finished up.
no offense to Sonic 2 fans, but I think it's a game I could play with the arrow keys and the space bar. I could probably do that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, easily. I mean,
It's a one-button game.
Yeah, it's a one-button game. Yeah, absolutely. It's a
I
one-button
wouldn't-
game and a generally two directions game on top of that. Left, right, and then up.
I would not
It's about
spend 10
reaction
minutes
times.
setting up those buttons, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, it's about reaction times more than anything else. Like reaction times and knowing the levels in advance when it comes to some of the later stuff. So, yeah, having your C button bound or your XYZ isn't gonna, do much for you.
Well, Subwoofers is on Ghouls and Ghosts with the sword in hand.
I have my C button bound to my foot pedal so I can feel like Sonic when I jump.
You too?
Yeah.
Dang, thought that was only me. Yeah, I use my leap motion, and physically jump up every time Sonic jumps, so I do the moves alongside of him.
I have to do Naruto run motion to start dashing. I use my Sega activator.
I have to crouch repeatedly. I have to do like 12 squats in 1 second to start spin dashing. It's really exhausting, but my thighs are bigger than Jetstream Sam's.
It was the semifinals. Proton John lost to Smash. Where did Subwoofers
right.
end up in this thing? Oh, he wasn't in this one. This is his first mystery tournament.
Do you make all the noises when you're doing the moves? What, am I, a fool? Yes, I do all the noises when I'm making the moves, obviously. Every time I squat at the gym, like I just crouch with 300 on my back. Just, I can't even do a spin dash noise. This sucks. I tried and my mouth just said no. Just imagine I did a really good spin dash noise there.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Waldo sees a shadow. Damn it.
Damn it.
Where is he?
Alright, Subwoofer still working on Ghouls and Ghosts. Game Fighter moving on to Act 2, Oil Ocean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's a big reason I wouldn't count anyone out for second place on this, is getting stuck on Ghouls and Ghosts is totally reasonable. It's a tough game. It's a really tough game, and if you haven't played one before, just getting used to dedicated jumping could take the whole 20 minutes, quite frankly. Because that's it's not a common mechanic in games. Of the ones people have really played, it's Super Ghouls and Ghosts, La Moana, and yep. Yep.
Not really a common thing in 2D games anymore.
Not super common, yeah. It's in some other games, but as far as ones that a lot of people have played, that's the only major ones I can think of.
Even Counter-Strike has better air control than Ghouls and Ghosts.
It does.
Castlevania has more air control still than that, I think.
The old ones are really the first three, and that's why I don't like them.
Yeah, they have pretty limited air control. That's true. Yeah, you can do some stuff to fiddle a little bit, but it's not a whole bunch.
This one has no double jump. In exchange, it lets you aim up and down. This one is harder in some places and easier. I think this is easier than the SNES.
I'd say it's easier. Yeah, I'd say it's easier overall.
And
Being able to
level-
shoot up is such a big deal.
This level in particular isn't that bad. For Ghouls and Ghosts, this is a pretty nice one. But it sure will
I think
get
it was
you.
I think it was one of the characters in Castlevania 3 where they finally added in a little bit of air control. Yeah, someone saying Grant had it.
Grant the Nasty.
Grant the Nasty. Too bad about, Castlevania 3. Too bad about the rest of it. I mean, it sure wasn't Simon's Quest. That's the nice thing I have to say about Castlevania 3. Sure wasn't Simon's Quest.
I kind of feel like you could say that about a lot of games, though.
Yeah, honestly. Ukulele. It's not Simon's Quest. So that's a plus. Yeah, I want every video game review article to now end like if it's negative, it has to end with, at least it's not Simon's Quest.
Did player 6 finish the boss?
Have the positive reviews also end.
Yeah, player 6.
It's not Simon's Quest.
Player
That's your
6
most
finished
glowing
Oil Ocean.
praise you can give.
It looks like he took a penalty on Oil Ocean 2 to me.
Oh, did he?
I'm watching
I saw him on the boss earlier, but he may have.
Oh, let me see.
People are
something.
saying yes, they have finished it.
Okay.
Oh, I have
That's what I'm
118
saying.
seconds of
They
buffer. Well, that's interesting. Hold on a sec.
Wait, what?
I'll take their word for it. Oh, my little Twitch player. That's been happening to me lately. Just like 5 minutes of buffer on streams. It's crazy.
Okay, yeah, people are saying Mr. Player 6 beat the boss.
Okay, well, Subwoofers is maybe winning. Can you beat this weird dog monster?
Yeah, and also don't forget, Mr. Player 6 is currently down, I believe it was 4 minutes.
Yeah,
And
well,
that's
it's
it.
over.
We have our number 2.
It is.
Subwoofer's Ice Cream.
Nice work. I wonder
Yeah,
if
congratulations.
Super Game Fighter would have won if he didn't spend 8 minutes on controls. I don't know. That's the question.
Probably.
We'll never know the answer to that one.
Yeah, it's not unlikely.
Well, that's our run. Let me see if these guys want to jump in and call or not.
Yeah.
Major shout outs to John, fucking killing it, on Where's Waldo. Good job. Your foreknowledge of Where's Waldo clearly won that race.
I mean, with Super Game Fighter on Ghouls and Ghosts right now, if he makes it to the boss in like a minute, then this definitely would have been his game. Not for those control issues. But I gotta penalize you for that. You should have set that up in advance. Like the states, we were able to check, but I can't check your controls for you. I can't go over to your house and set you up. I'm sorry.
Why not? Why not, Smite?
Not enough subs. Maybe if I had 600
Set up my
subs, I could
controller.
afford plane tickets.
Make-
But here I am sitting at a paltry, holy shit, 558.
Hey, do you want to drag John in here without him knowing, at least, so we can yell and throw off his Ninja Gaiden playthrough?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Ah!
John, watch out, there's a guy there.
Ah! John, don't die. Don't.
I'm trying not to.
He's got a gun.
I finally got the one cycle. Hell yeah.
Nice. World record pace.
John
World's
just
world
casually
record.
setting PBs while we scream at him.
Look, I'm used to people screaming at me. It's just what I've accepted at this point in my life.
That's fair.
Getting a tiny bit of echo. Yeah. But yeah, no, John, that's echo. Good job on being really good at Where's Waldo.
I did not realize that game was going to be so hard.
It's not hard if you know you're not supposed to touch the wizard, and that seemed to be the big mistake people were doing, was touching the wizard.
I couldn't figure out. Well, I mean, the wizard. I was happy to even get that far, but I couldn't figure out the freaking cursor.
That first time I couldn't figure out what was going on. Like at first I was like, took me like a good 30 seconds to figure out how the controls worked, and then I was already eaten alive by Father Time.
Yeah,
Wizards don't give you time to figure out the controls. They kill you.
Like, is there a trick to finding Waldo besides locating him? Because I could have swore I was putting the box right over him and the game just bugged me.
I mean, the trick is finding Waldo. You have to find out where's Waldo.
The trick is they put lots of things that are
And the color palettes are not helpful.
Waldos.
I'm pretty sure, because I had one, like, my first run at it, it took me nearly my entire time, and then I finally got the one that I'd been clicking on for like 600 seconds. Like, you were Waldo the whole time.
Please refer to my FAQ where I detail the walkthrough for the children's books.
It was me,
Yeah.
Waldo, all along.
Those ones
When
we
you
just
meet the
seeded
Waldo on the
RNG, so
road,
they all
kill
the
him.
same one.
Man, has anyone done a Let's Play of the Where's Waldo books? Should we get on that? Just like it's just a video of me opening a book and like looking at it and then being like, "Oh shit, there he is." That's the let's play.
Way back in the day.
Okay, chat. Where do we look? Where do we look now?
We can do it. Well, congratulations, Subwoofers, Ice Cream, and Proton John. You made it. First one's done.
Well done.
Congratulations, guys.
Screw Waldo.
Amen.
All right, and next time I already have everything installed and ready to go. So have to waste everyone's time for another half hour. Sorry.
Next time I'm going to make sure my controller doesn't control W split.
Oh,
Next
is that
time.
what's happening?
I'm gonna remember how to play video games. I think that would help me a lot in a triathlon. Is remembering how to play Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, Sonic.
I forgot. Oh,
If I had
it's
just-
Oil Ocean. Nobody does well in Oil Ocean. Don't worry about it. That place is nothing but like ramps to nowhere, spikes, and really inconvenient cannons, and like octopus shooting at you from off screen all the time.
As long as people like, I think I got killed by those stupid seahorses like 3 times. I ended up having to take a reload because I just couldn't figure out the octopus strategy.
There is no shame in dying to Oil Ocean. Oil Ocean is generally accepted as the most reviled stage in Sonic 2.
Well, that's why it came up, obviously.
Honestly, I quite liked it compared to the other 2 games.
Well, the good news about Waldo is that the company that made it would never go on to make any other games.
I saw that.
What company is
Good game.
that?
The Bethesda.
They've
was
made
a lot
lots
of
of
fun.
games. You're crazy.
Nope.
Oh, you got me.
They made 1 or 2.
Indian is-
Well, thanks for playing,
Indian is-
everybody.
It was fun.
If you
Thanks
lost,
for having us.
there will be
Yeah.
a 40-man thing to try and get the slot that's empty. There's one slot empty, so I'm just gonna figure out a way to present to the
Please
cast.
Royal
Forward.
Rumble.
Yeah.
Please look forward to Mr. Player 7 joining in at the last minute.
Okay, well, I'm gonna... Let's see. Arcade Pit panel, I got an email. It's on the waiting list, so it might not happen. If it does, we'll do it.
Oh, I thought you were guaranteed. I didn't realize you were on the waiting list.
I've been waiting to hear, and that's what I heard, is that I'm on the waiting list.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
So
Yeah, sounds
hopefully-
cool.
I'd
Hopefully
really
something
love
goes
to see that.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll set up for it just in case we get in, but it doesn't sound like we're going to.
Just
We'll
do
just
like
have
a
to watch one man's.
Yep.
Yeah, John, your mic is mad messed up right now, by the way. But yeah, we gotta watch One Man Star Wars again. Wouldn't want to miss that gem and have that overscheduled by anything else.
Yeah, that's right.
Did that fix it?
Maybe.
Yeah, there you go. And there's still echo, but whatever.
I don't know why there's echo. I'm using my condenser mic. This should be fine.
Yeah, we could just do it in my hotel room. I'll just do it on my laptop, a live arcade pit with a handheld camera. Bring a projector.
Finally,
back
the
your
return
handmade
of the
board.
physical board.
Oh, yeah.
I miss Rocksteady so much.
Well, I want to find somebody to host here, folks. Let me see. I'll be back tomorrow. We got one race at 8 p.m.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll be actually like awake enough to hang out.
That's 8 Eastern, yeah. Well, I'm gonna host Slow Beef in the meantime, and I'll see y'all later, folks. And remember, fuck Roy Moore, he sucks. I'll see you later.